Alexis Mac Allister will become the 7th player from Argentina to represent Liverpool. But how does he compare to the other 7, and how did his compatriots fare during their time at Anfield? Mauricio Pellegrino. The first Argentine to represent Liverpool when he signed in January 2005, centre-half Pellegrino was a member of the great Valencia side, which won 2 La Liga titles and reached 2 Champions League finals during the early noughties, and he earned 3 Argentina caps back in 1997. But by the time he reunited with his former boss Rafael Benitez at Liverpool in January 2005, the 33-year-old was then past his prime, lasting only 4 months, making 13 appearances and moving on that summer. Beatles-obsessed Pellegrino returned to Merseyside in 2008 as a coach under Benitez, where he remained for 2 years until the Spaniard's departure, later coaching Southampton in the Prem and various other sides in Argentina. He is currently the manager of Universidad de Chile. Gabriel Paletta. Born in Argentina to parents of Italian descent, the centre-back represented Argentina at youth level and won the Under-20 World Cup in 2005 in a side that included Lionel Messi and Sergio Aguero amongst other Argentine greats. When Liverpool took a punt on the promising Under-20 World Cup winning centre-half in the summer of 2006, there was plenty of optimism, but Paletta would make just 8 appearances for Liverpool, scoring in a 4-3 win over Reading in the League Cup before leaving for Boca Juniors the following summer. However, despite him being born and raised in Argentina, a late bloomer in his career, Paletta went on to star for Parma and AC Milan, switching allegiances to represent Italy at the 2014 World Cup. He still plays in Italy, helping Monza win promotion to Serie A in 2022 and playing for the club last season at the ripe old age of 37. Emiliano Insua. Despite the lack of success, Liverpool and Rafa Benitez continued to go with Argentine defenders with the initial loan signing of Insua from Boca Juniors in January 2007 before a permanent move later that year as part of the deal which saw Paletta go in the opposite direction. Unlike his 2 previous compatriots at Anfield, the left-back managed to last more than 1 season at Anfield. By the 08-09 Premier League title challenging season, Insua turned from a fringe player into a starter, becoming first-choice left-back by the 09-10 season, but he was often subjected to criticism from fans and media, and he was allowed to join Galatasaray on a season-long loan in August 2010. A year later, he was sold permanently to Sporting Lisbon after the signing of Jose Enrique from Newcastle. Still only 34 years of age, Insua is currently playing for Racing Club back in his native Argentina, having earned 5 caps for his national team between 2009 and 2017. Javier Mascherano. Liverpool signed Javier Mascherano from West Ham strangely in February 2007 after the January transfer window had ended, as the 23-year-old Argentine captain technically did not belong to another club following a legal dispute between West Ham and FIFA. Relentless in the tackle and faultless on the ball, Mascherano was the anchor of Rafa Benitez's midfield for 3 years, featuring 139 times for the Reds before joining Barcelona in August 2010. Strangely, Mascherano made his senior football debut for the Argentina national team in 2003, before he'd made an appearance for his club River Plate, and over the next 15 years he'd rack up 147 caps for his country. Mascherano earned legendary status at Barcelona as a defender, winning 2 Champions League, 5 league titles and 5 Copa del Reys, as well as 2 Club World Cups across 8 years there. He's been the manager of the Argentina under-20s for the past 2 years and somehow avoided the sack recently after Nigeria dumped the hosts out of their own under-20 World Cup 2-0. Sebastian Leto. The next player on this list is probably the one you're most likely to have never heard of, when Sebastian Leto joined Liverpool from Lanús in Argentina in August 2007. The winger was actually unable to play in the Premier League due to problems with his passport, finding himself restricted to just 4 senior appearances in what would prove to be his one and only season with Liverpool. A strange statistic with those 4 appearances is that 75% of them came against teams located outside of England, Toulouse, Marseille and Cardiff, as the Argentine could only play in Europe and the Cup competitions. After a season-long loan to Olympiacos in 2008, he actually joined their arch-rivals Panathinaikos permanently a year later, where the 6'2" winger became a striker, never featuring for his national side. Maxi Rodriguez. And rounding off this list of former Argentina players is the fan favourite Maxi Rodriguez, who signed for Liverpool in 2010 from Atletico Madrid, for whom he actually scored at Anfield as they knocked the Reds out of the Europa League semi-final. In a tumultuous 2010-11 season that we've all bleached from our memories, Maxi was actually one of the few positives, racking up 10 goals, including that stunning hat-trick away at Fulham, where he was so good it led to false doping allegations. The following season, Maxi struggled to earn minutes under Kenny Dalglish, and in the summer of 2012, he returned to Argentina to play for his boyhood club Newell's Old Boys, where he retired in 2021, aged 40, with 56 Argentina caps and 15 goals to his name, including that famous stunner against Mexico in 2006. So, Alexis Mac Allister becomes the 7th Argentine player to represent Liverpool more than 11 years after the last. Do you think the World Cup winning centre midfielder can become the best player to represent the Reds from Argentina? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section.